Hello, this is Maxwell with Z Gambit Sports, and today we have an interesting game between Nigeria and Tanzania. So, this is a preparatory game or friendly before the WAFCON starts, which starts on the 26th next week. So, this is a pre WAFCON friendly, and it will be an interesting match because Nigeria are the defending champions of the WAFCON, well as Tanzania are one of those teams that you might call a wild card. They have not yet won any big matches and they have not won any big teams, but starting last year, 2025 and 2026, they have been performing very, very well. So you might expect it to turn in whichever direction, as you might see. Now, if you look at Nigeria and Tanzania and how many times they've met, so for the women's football, they've actually met 2 times for the national team, well as they have met a number of times as well with the under 20 women's football. For the main football team, actually, they met in 2010 where Nigeria won 3-0. And the next time that they met was in 2015 where Nigeria and Tanzania drew 0-0. So these are the only 2 times that they met. For the under 20, they met in 2017 back to back. Nigeria won 3-0. Then the next leg, they won 6-0. And then 2023, they drew 1-1, and the other leg, Nigeria won 2-1. So suffice to say, Tanzania has never beaten Nigeria when it comes to females football. However, that does not mean that today will not have different results. First of all, for many reasons. First of all, being the fact that Nigeria might not want to go all in and put in all their players because they're just trying to test out which players are not performing very well and if there are any loopholes and all that. So they might try to switch out players here and there, kind of like what the Copper Queens of Zambia did yesterday. Now, Tanzania also wants to make a name. As much as it is a friendly, Tanzania wants to put themselves on the map. And what says so than by beating the WAFCON champions, which is Nigeria. So Tanzania might want to win this friendly, but Nigeria would not want to lose as well, because the loss just before the start of the tournament is not a good thing, or as much as you might be trying out players, it's still not a good thing. So Tanzania is one of the few wild cards, kind of like Kenya, that have recently developed their football, and they might actually go very far. And people might not expect them to go very far, but they will likely go very far. So it will be an interesting match. As you can see, Nigeria is in the same group as Zambia, the Copper Queens, as Malawi, also the Scorchers, and as Egypt, the Pharaohs. I don't know what to call the female Pharaohs. Pharaohs, I think, also. But yeah, it will be an interesting game to watch. I hope you watch. If we do get the highlights, I will give you the highlights. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the channel Z Gambit Sports so we can interact. As Africa, we need to get connected with the internet here. We can get connected. Do not be afraid to text me to say anything that you want to say. Here is a free space. So yeah, the WAFCON is taking place in Morocco, as I said, and it is starting on the 26th. And there are 4 groups, each with 4 players for 4 teams, which means there are 16 teams altogether. And out of them, many teams want to win it. We've got the Copper Queens that want to win it, make a name. We've got Morocco, who are at home and want the cup to remain at home. We've got South Africa, Banyana, who also want to win it. We've got the Black Stars, all want to win it. So it will be an interesting game as it is. However, don't hesitate. Come here, you watch the game with us, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me leave it here, and we'll discuss more once the game starts. This is not the one. This is just for explanation purposes. So someone that should not come and say, "Oh no, why did you give us a game which is not the one?" No, this is not the game. I'm telling you. It's just for purposes. So thank you very much for watching. This is Maxwell with Z Gambit Sports. I wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, and evening.